Let's just get this shit going. You'll see it. All right, you got it? Okay, here we go. What's up? Episode 9, Hammer Talk. Welcome to the pod. Soy Boy himself, Gabriel Podnazinski, messed up his number in my phone. I texted Gabe, no last name in my phone to start the day. And Jed and I got put in a group chat with some dude from high school that I haven't talked to in like 7 years. And he goes, yeah, I'll go on the pod. Who's the other number? So we're able to quick, rotate here. We got the man himself.
The namesake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just starting off, Gabe and I, we're not gonna have a lot of content this week. This is just gonna be pure play. We're gonna run down the matchup of the week, give a quick, couple guesses, and then move on. We'll keep it short. We've been going close to an hour the past couple of weeks. We got to keep it condensed. So
bedtime.
Let's just say the Philadelphia Eagles did a number on my team this week. You got Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert, fucking just crazy amounts of points. What was that? AJ Brown had 5 receptions. 3 of them were touchdowns, all for over 40 yards. What the fuck, man?
I don't know. What do they say? I'm an Eagles fan, I guess. Fly birds fly.
That sucks. I hate that.
I was
so salty. I was so salty. When you have your running back go for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns, you just feel like you should win the week. Didn't happen.
Both their teams are pretty good. If we were like the number 1 seed in the league, we would have beat them. You would have beat them.
Yeah. No, I mean, y'all were top scorer. Obviously, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
But you played against the 3rd scorer. So the only other team that outscored me was Dean. And you're just sitting there like, man, at 3-5, I feel like I'm better than I am. But shout out the division, because my division is 4-4. It's 3 teams that are 4-4 and 1 team that's 3-5. Me. So I'm 1 off, right? We can get there.
Yeah.
You guys, on the other hand, have got to catch up to fucking P-Ball, who's 6-2, locked down, 1st seed. You gonna catch him, or what? What are you gonna do? Just gonna let him run away with it? Okay. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I broke up there for a bit. I disconnected from the Wi-Fi.
No worries. I was asking, you've got a good team. You're 4-4. You're 1 spot out of the playoffs, but you're in the division with the number 1 seed, Patrick P-Ball. You gonna catch him? You gonna sneak in?
Yeah, well,
What's gonna happen here?
I'm not really scared of Patrick. I mean, if for those who don't remember,
before we played you this week,
last week
we went out there and dominated him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
after that showing, I mean, I don't think at the end of the season he's going to be good. Maybe I don't even think he's going to be in the playoffs, honestly.
Wow. Bold.
Yeah.
Bold.
Yep.
I like that.
He got off
you're looking at a matchup with Prue. 4-4, tank out of the South Division. I don't even know. Bottom on my list. You gonna take him? You got a bunch of bums for your running back. Everyone else seems pretty good. Think you can take his star-studded team where his running backs are, the cream of the crop?
Well, I don't know. The projections show us losing by a lot. So,
good point.
But also, we haven't set our lineup. I'm looking at the app right now. We haven't set our lineup. We have what's his name? Latavius Murray. He's on a bye week, and we still have him starting. So maybe when we shuffle some people around, it'll be more of an even match.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins.
No, I agree.
Kirk Cousins, he's not good from what I've heard. Mike Evans, questionable. I hope he gets better. because I don't. He's an Aggie, you know.
Yeah. Never wish some pain on another Aggie.
No, definitely not. Henderson, he's only projected 8 points. I don't know who that
He's
is.
getting 2 touches.
He's getting 2 touches. Yeah, I'm not. I think after the showing last week, we'll put some players from our bench starting because of the bye week. I think we'll beat them.
I like it. So I mean, I know that you're in tune with the way things are happening here. You're with the league. You see the announcements. You keep up on the waivers. You know a lot of the injuries and the things that are happening.
Join.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. Give him a second. I need this answer.
Okay.
What do you think about this week's waiver? You know, there was a lot of ads, drops, a lot of movement. Big week of waivers. What do you think happened that made people want to, switch up their teams?
I mean, I don't know. In this day and age, it's kind of sad to see how no one really has loyalty to anyone anymore.
Well said.
You know what I mean?
Well said.
You got to stick with what you got. Build and grow together as a team. You can't be shuffling your team around every week.
Great point, Jed. Welcome to the pod. You know.
Yeah, sorry, I was busy.
It's all right. Gabe's been
What are y'all
holding it
talking
down.
about?
Well,
I knew he would. He's our media man. So I trusted him to handle it.
Yeah, he's got all the marketing locked down here.
Yeah.
We talked about our matchup. He, really gave it to me. Didn't hold back.
Did you file a police report after AJ Brown's skull fucked you?
Dude, what? Hey, it could have been 5 touchdowns. Like if you watch the game,
it easily could have been. They stopped playing the second half.
Oh yeah. No,
That's the only problem I've learned with these good teams like Eagles and Buffalo. The points they get in the first half are critical because they're not getting a lot in the second.
You need a quick early lead, is what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were watching Red Zone, and it felt like every 10 minutes was an AJ Brown highlight of just stomping over the city of Pittsburgh for their entire field basically. But no one can go. Good, great team. You brought it together. You got a bunch of bums at running back, but doesn't matter because you got Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown carrying the squad. This week, big matchup against Peru. Gabe feels confident. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, of course I'm confident. Eagles are flying. We're looking good. I don't know if we're getting our running backs. If we get our running backs back, we're set. But I don't know if that's happening or not.
I feel like your team.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Latavius Murray.
I was just saying our backup backs have been holding down the fort pretty well for us.
Oh yeah. James Conner coming back this week should be great. I feel like your team is staying just competitive enough to not necessarily benefit from the waiver wire. You're seeing a couple of these lower teams get some good players and make a comeback. I feel like you're kind of stuck in that middle ground. So hopefully, Tyler Gillies is going to be great. James Conner comes back, you'll be great. But it's different when you're talking about Austin Eckler and Nick Chubb on the other side of the ball, right? Different tier there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love Drew's team. Frisco squad.
Oh, yeah, he's got a great team. He's going to be fantastic, 3rd, 4th seed come the end of it. But you're looking at yourself, there's 7 teams that are 4-4 in the league. This is a big week. People got to separate. Who's going to come out of that winning? It's Cruz on the 4-4, Dean's on the 4-4. You got yourself, Siraj, basically my entire division minus me, 4-4. So this is eventually something's got to give. Do you think you got the stones to get through?
Oh, definitely. The fact that we're 4-4 now, I'm honestly, those past couple of weeks were tough with our running back situation. I'm happy with where we stand. Couldn't be better, honestly. Right where we need to be. Strong second half of the season. We're looking
good. Good. Let's say hypothetically, Gabe, there's a team out there that you don't want to play. I know you got a lot of confidence, but there's a team out there in the league that you don't want to match up against every week. Who is that team?
I don't know. It'll be Manziel's hose because he's my roommate, and I think the week we beat him, it was a bit of tension in the house. No, I don't want that tension if we play him again and beat him again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, and especially him getting a bad week of Joe Burrow and T. Higgins out the way, they're going to be on fire the next couple of weeks. It feels like. Don't see how they don't get better from that. How about you, Jim?
I don't know. I think Dean's got the best 4-4 team right now. No one wants to play Stephon Diggs. That's not fun. He's set up at running back, which is not a lot of people can say that in this league. Him and Prue, I guess, I'd say the only ones who have depth at running back at least. Some teams you have Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's solid, but it just seems like it's not a big year for running backs this year. Josh Jacobs, he's kind of broken out, but it's been Jonathan Taylor's a bum. There's a lot of bumps. There's a lot of bumps.
Great point. Speaking of bums, we're looking at a nice matchup here. You got Nicky versus Hunter Lang. Now Hunter Lang's 1-7. Nicky's 4-4. Nicky's been on the slide. He started 4-0. He's been 0-4 in the past 4 weeks. Hunter's looking for a dub. Who's taking it this week?
Shit, I don't know either of their teams.
Doesn't matter.
But if I had to guess, I'm gonna say Lang. I may only be taking it from his word of mouth, but it sounds like he's gotten some tough matchups. Every week he plays, the other opponent blows him up, but he puts up good numbers. So, it's a tough situation to be in. But I think if his team is getting the points that he's saying they're getting, it's only a matter of time before a win comes his way.
I have him about 7th in the league in scoring right now.
What's Nicky at?
Pair that with second points against. So he does get bad.
Yeah, okay. I mean, second points against is tough, but could be worse. It could be first points against.
Yeah, shit happens. Well, the difference is about 1 point, less than a point.
Oh, okay.
And that's Jordan, and Jordan's 4-4. Speaking of Jordan, dude is just pulling out wins out of nowhere. I don't know
how. His team is garbage. I don't know how he gets wins.
Trades away Davante Adams, starts Terry McLaurin with a backup quarterback. Davante Adams goes for 1.4. Terry McLaurin goes for a solid 16 or 18 or something. Some usable amount of points. Wins his week. Ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing with team like Oakland. They're just not a good team, and they're gonna have weeks like last week where they literally don't get the ball over the 50-yard line. It's. I wouldn't say that's Davante Adams' fault. I'd say that's more of a coaching and quarterback issue than anything.
Great perspective. We always appreciate your thoughtfulness.
Yeah, Davante Adams is a beast. If he was on a better team, anyone would want him, but it's the Raiders. It's Derek Carr. Come on.
Yeah. No, it's well said. Well said. Trade him away for a reason. Anyway, we're looking at something some would consider the storyline of the week. You're looking at big matchup. Manziel's host. We've already mentioned him today. Shout out, great squad. Matching up against Hefe, top seed in the bottom division. He has probably 5-6 players on bye, if I remember off the top of my head. If I can see if I can pull it up. Yeah, he's Booney and Rondale Moore, and his running backs are Caleb Huntley and Isaiah Pacheco. But he has Josh Allen. Does he win this week? He's projected 15 points, 14 points less. Can he pull it out against the Joe Burrow, Higgins stack, Lockett, Jacobs, Robinson, a decent team?
Who does Buffalo and who does Cincinnati play?
Buffalo is up against the Jets, and Cincinnati is up against Carolina. Favorable matchups on both sides.
Yeah. I mean, Jets is a division game. They're going to go hard, but I like Cincinnati versus Carolina more. For some reason, in my head, that just screamed. North Carolina's offense has been looking good these past 2 weeks. I think if Joe Burrow throws one touchdown past T. Higgins, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
That's what.
You think that's what's going to break it? Is a 10-point swing?
When I hear those numbers, or not those players that Hefe's playing, it's tough to imagine. It's tough to imagine that going anywhere.
I just want to bring to the attention of the league. Speedball dropped Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. That's a head scratcher.
That's a crazy move. I wish I had an opening to go put a thing on there, but I've already used my transaction. So if you need a running back, Antonio Gibson's got a role. He had 21 points last week. That's crazy. And he kept A.J. Dillon on the squad.
That's a move I really don't get. If this was last season, I would be all day. A.J. Dillon was looking better than Aaron Jones last season, but it's reversed this season. Aaron Jones is looking like
he
a
looks
beast.
horrible.
Yeah, Aaron Jones looking like
A.J. Dillon looks like he's carrying bricks around.
Yeah, he's looking slow. He's not playing hard. I think he might be injured. I don't get that move, people. I understand. I mean, Antonio Gibson isn't great. They're sharing the backfield still.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why he's not like, you'd like to have someone better, but A.J. Dillon's not fucking better.
Well, the crazy thing is he moved into his second Chargers wide receiver on his roster. So not only does he have Keenan Allen, he has Joshua Palmer, who he picked up in that transaction. Just a weird mix-up. Anyways, we're going to move on real quick before we leave him in the dust. We got Dean versus P-Ball. Dean's on a hot streak. We're all picking Dean to win, right?
You have to.
Yeah.
Have to.
It's just bad bets.
It's just Dean, he's got a solid squad. He started off slow, but he's stuck with it. And now they're looking great. Like, he's got high production, a lot of potential. It looks great. P-Ball started off so hot, and now he's traded his team away. And
there's no better way to put it there.
Yeah, it's like
whenever you have a manager like P-Ball, it just feels like things go his way. This year he seems to have caught an injury bug, so we'll see if he can hold fast through it. But if Dean doesn't go on a run the next 2 weeks, I don't know what else is going to happen. It feels like that's the only guaranteed option here.
Yeah, gotta go with Dean.
We got one last matchup, and Gabe, I'm going to let you lead us off on this. Now, I mentioned at the top of the pod, we had 7 teams at 4-4 out of 12. That's ridiculous. There are 2 matchups where both teams involved are 4-4. You versus Prue, and Captain J versus Siraj. Now, these are some pretty influential matchups, at least for their division, respectively. You get over 500, you got a chance to be in the playoffs, especially in week 9. You got 5 weeks, whatever happens. You want to be in that position. Every win matters here. You got Captain J, who feels like he's traded his squad away, but he is grabbing wins like no one's business. And then you got Siraj, who feels like he probably has a top 1 to 2 talent roster, at least starting roster, in the whole league, but he can't grab a damn W. Who's it gonna get? Is Siraj gonna get his win and go on a run, or is Jordan gonna steadfast, get strong here, hold position? What's going on?
I mean, I think Siraj is gonna win this week. I think he's gonna go on a run. Getting unlucky. Looking at his roster right now, looks pretty good. Lots of names I recognize on there.
If you had to count, how many names do you recognize on there?
Well, let me see. I know Tua. I know Waddle.
Okay.
I know Jonathan Taylor. I don't know Dean Knox, and I've heard Swift before. I don't know the kicker, and then I know the football team Minnesota. So I guess that was most of the team.
Yeah, I mean everyone but 2. That's a great ratio. We all know that
Probably more-
Gabe is really not that smart, so this is a big win. How about you, Jed?
I gotta agree with Gabe. Anderson division. It's a strong division. I think. I think Siraj pulls it off this week. He's got a lot of talent. It's only a matter of time before he wins.
Great point. Well, that's pretty much every matchup we've looked at so far. I want to end this by saying thank you to all my league mates, division mates. Whenever I go and drop a bomb and I still end up losing, I appreciate you also losing. Only person who won last week from my division was Jordan. Still 1 game off the top. Coming for you. You're looking at the Anderson division. T-Ball's got a good lead. Ian doesn't feel safe there. I'm up against him this week. I feel confident. Redskins, you kicked my ass. I can't not vote for you. And Siraj's got a great team. I would expect Dean. Yeah, we got a Taylor showing in the chat. Here we go. Hello. Donate. Don't do league. Are you saying play league? Hello league. Oh, hello league. Yeah. Sorry, he plays video games, so I got confused. All right. So it says good luck to everyone except for Ian. Then you're looking at Cougar. You got Hefe up at the top. Feels like he's got a weak squad this week, but I think if he doesn't move off of Josh Allen, takes the L this week, he's got a great squad going forward. He doesn't need to change because he gets his whole team through bye.
Yeah.
But he's got Dean, and he's got Prue nipping at his heels, basically. Anything else to add there?
I mean, that's tough. I'd have to look at Hefe's bench, but I remember looking at Prue's and Dean's squads. They got some squads. They can make a run. And Hefe, he's got a great QB, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. It's been a good year. Appreciate everybody. Go ahead and drop in the comments who your least favorite league member is. Most likes will get invited to next week's podcast, regardless of points scored. Only acceptable, names that are not in the league are Taylor and Nate.
Easy
That's
vote.
pretty much it. Yeah. We all know who we're going with here.
If Nate doesn't, Nate is hands down. Then dude didn't even show up to Dean's wedding.
Well, he was tired. Work was tough. So, not to slander the man while he can't defend himself. We'll move on, but look forward to the results of the poll. Gabe, you've got 10 seconds to show us a gun before I turn off the recording. Jed, do you have any words to say? You got to show us your guns if you've got any right now. This is your chance. Jed, you got words to say until the podcast ends while Gabe is trying to find a gun.
Go Birds.
Bradley.
That's all I can say. Go Birds.
She's my attack dog. I don't need guns when I got this.
Does she know German?
Yeah. I don't know German though. She does though, so I can't really talk with her.
All right. Well, it's been a good one. A little bit shorter this week. Thank you, everybody. Good luck this week, and Ian, I hope you lose terribly.
All right. Good luck, Jesse.
Thank you.
Yep. See you, boys.